System error. Alignment unknown.
Hello, and welcome to Alignment Unknown Episode 0. I am, as always, your DM, Steve Archer. Now, what you're about to hear after I've done my little ramble is essentially the collection of background stories of the 3 main characters starting our first campaign. That's kind of foreshadowing in some way because they may not be the 3 main characters finishing the campaign. But more on that in about 160 episodes' time. So, before we get to those backstories, I have been asked to give you some information not only on myself, but the campaign we'll be playing. From our podcast's tagline, you can see our group is made of a writer, an actor, and an idiot, though I'll refer to him as an improviser just for fairness. And I am the sorry soul that has to mix it all together like some big bowl of jambalaya. And that's kind of easy for me because not only do I enjoy cooking, but also I am a writer, an actor, an idiot, an improviser, a musician, director, anything that I am called to do in the theatrical performative world. This, along with my absorption of historical fiction, fantasy, sci-fi, comic writing, films, music, anything I can get my hands on, just to inform my pop culture referencing and eclectic DM style, as you've probably picked up already from the past 6 episodes. I have been DMing for the past 9 months or so, mainly at home-brewed sessions, but there's been open to the public sessions at different venues, including this podcast. Don't let this put you off, however, because I've been playing D&D from 3rd edition to 5th edition on and off since the age of 12. Right, that's me out the way, let's get to the important thing. The following campaign we're going to be playing is the Princes of the Apocalypse setting, which was released in 2015. The main idea of the story is it follows 4 cults following different elements and elemental powers, trying to break the rift between the world as they know it and the elemental planes where their gods, so to speak, live. This will be a level 3 to 15 game, apparently, so we're kind of balancing things, hoping that the campaign will do most of the work. However, because obviously we're starting at level 1, and also we want to get to level 20 to give both you and the players the full experience, we're going to be doing a bit of homebrew mixing into it. You'll hear this in episode 1 with the setup of our favourite Brandis Thorn, who seems to have the overarching story. And there's no more spoilers. We're not going to talk about the ins and outs of the storyline. We're not going to talk about what Brandis's things will lead to at level 20. This is more just to give you an idea of what you'll be expecting over the next few hundred episodes. Anyway, that's enough from me. Let's get on to the guys who have all the work cut out for them. The first of which will be Brandis Thorn.
Born of a brief encounter between his human mother and an elven sailor, Brandis Thorn never really knew stability. A courtier to the Lords of Waterdeep, Brandis guided royal diplomats through the court who returned his dedication by teaching him foreign languages, diplomacy, and a loving respect for bureaucracy. Brandis adored his job, learning the codes of the land by heart and by being the best civil servant he possibly could, but started to want more from life. So, when a mysterious royal guest rewarded Brandis' dedication and diplomacy with an elixir promising a new lease of life, Brandis couldn't refuse. It awoke something deep inside him. Painful, powerful, something arcane. And as golden scales erupted from his skin, he knew life would never be the same again.
Found memoryless and frightened in a dark Waterdeep alley, she was taken in by the hand a rival thieves' guild. They called her Punch as a joke that unfortunately stuck and forced her to join them. Eventually, she did become their resident cat burglar, but decided to escape when she stumbled across the hand's less ethical areas of business. Taking her chance after meeting Brandis Thorn, she escapes Waterdeep, journeying with him in the hopes of discovering her true identity.
Rinwen is not your conventional sun elf. After growing up in Cormare in the Western Heartlands and not quite fitting in, she took off to Waterdeep, where she met Brandis Thorn, a diplomat who persevered to get her a job in so many places. She finally got a job as a librarian. It was here that she drank in wizardry. She has what her parents called an unfavourable curiosity in the dead and undead, often attending medical lectures to get a fix of both remains and being a know-it-all.